Hey everybody, this is Mickey D back with Stationeers, Season 2, Episode 35. Now, if you think you're having a case of deja vu, um, yes, the last episode, technically I say it's 35, but it was 34. So there's a numbering issue on, we ended up skipping a number a bit back, and then I actually looked. So I end up going back through YouTube and Twitch and numbering them correctly. Somehow we had two eights, which was basically like we skipped a number, so it wasn't really off that far back. We basically put a number in twice, but then I went to the correct number. I think it just didn't update on the titles correctly for whatever reason. Um, and then, yeah, we had skipped like, I don't know, it was somebody sent me a message on YouTube and that's how I realized it, but we skipped like 28 or something like that. So there'll be a few that it's going to say it's, labeled as episode 33, but it's really 32. So no huge thing, but straightened out. I did realize too that all the videos have been saying No Man's Sky, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized I was an idiot because I was only looking at the basic tab in YouTube and not, so it only affects YouTube side. Um, yeah, so I went back through and straightened all those out. So all the Stationeers now show as Stationeers game. And hey, Mr. Montuk, all the Planet Nomads show as Planet Nomads. I did also break the Stationeers, the second season, into its own playlist on YouTube, just to kind of keep them, organized a little bit better. I thought I'd already done that, but it turns out that when I was going through, I also realized that YouTube was not using the custom thumbnail for some reason. It just randomly stopped on like 16 or episode 16 or something. So I went through and reset those. They actually all set. So hopefully maybe YouTube's fixed that bug. There is a bug with the custom thumbnails. So hopefully that's all straightened out. But yes, so at least on the YouTube side, well, the numbering's all the same and corrected on both Twitch and YouTube. But most of the stuff had to be done on the YouTube side for, because I don't have custom thumbnails in on Twitch. Don't ask me why. I just don't. And yes, restarting the world. Got the sorter up and running again, though it looks like there is an ore stuck in the back of the unloader, which is awesome. Yeah, it's locked up. So, oh, and my chat just crashed. I'm going to reload it and see. It'll probably resend out the notice. Let me send a... Oh, see, I didn't even see that. Yeah. Mr. Montuk, try send something else through again. I want to make sure it's coming through on the chat interface. Otherwise, nobody else is going to see it. Well, they'll see it on the stream. Well, they won't see it if it doesn't come through to the YouTube side. But, yeah, my test message does not show up either. Oh, there it goes. Wow, that's really delayed. Okay. Yes, interesting. So, don't follow. Okay, I was going to say, I just got it up and running. So, yeah, we won't be able to put those. Oh, there it is. It just crashed out again. Yeah, there's something going on with the chat. Yeah, see, I can see it in the stream, but it's not showing up on... let me try, hang on a second here. Let me try closing and just reopening the tab for the chat. They've been doing a lot of work on it on the restream side, so... Oh, it's showing me that there's no connected channels. All right, hang on. I know. We are going to be doing lights soon. All right, hang on here. let me see if we can figure out what's... Yeah, they must be doing something. It's crashing out. They've been working on different integrations. Well, I can see it in the stream, which is fine. But yeah, it's telling me there's no embedded or linked. Why? What are you doing here? Let me see. This is not helping me any. Why is it telling me there's no linked? Yeah, it's dropping out. It's telling me there's no connected channels. And it's showing that I have 2 connected channels that are online and streaming. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to just do it through the chat, which is fine. Maybe it will recover. Who knows? But I'll try to keep an eye on that. Yeah, it's sending through, but strange. All right. Well, anyway. So, except for this being slightly buggy, which is just due to game bugs, which we can't really do anything about. Yeah, that's just a normal conveyor type system locking up. I do want to pull the pickaxe out of there. I wanted to recycle the pickaxes. I actually wanted to recycle the mining drills too. So I just want to get an empty bag back. We have like 5 million mining drills. And just, you know, if anybody's on, just keep the mining drill in your inventory or your hand or something. Because we get flooded every time we send those through. We get flooded with mining drills and pickaxes. Oh, hey, Zop Zedman. Zeddyman? Yes, I do play. I do, I've been doing Stationeers live for quite a while. Yeah, I also changed some of the settings. So for some reason I had age restriction turned on. So, I don't know. So I turned that off. So we might actually get a few more people pop up. But yeah, I think it was just a default where I had set it through. I kind of wish when you started a new... I wish YouTube, at least when you know, because it always just goes off of whatever's set for the last one. And then obviously Restream lets me change the title. But it would be nice if in YouTube you could do pre-setups, like if there's different things you normally stream, different games, that it would, you know, let me just choose which one. Oh, Zop, okay. Oh, the Play on Mars? Yeah, I have that on my, oh, wait a minute. It doesn't let me go through library on here, does it? No, I really hate that. Yeah. Where is it? I do believe I have that on my... Oh, you're talking about... You're talking, yeah, got a little confused there. There's actually a game coming out calling, well, there's Occupy Mars, which is still not out. Some point, Occupy Mars is just coming soon, which is annoying. Yeah, Genesis Alpha 1, they updated it. It's not coming out for another year, which is kind of annoying because that's I think one of the ones I was looking forward to. Occupies Mars is I'm really looking forward to. Um, yeah, I think Occupy Mars was the one I was thinking about. But anyway, we'll go back over to there. Yes. Yeah, I do like the Mars. We pretty much switched to Mars like right off the pretty much shortly after they implemented it, and then they did all kinds of real funky weird things. That was in season 1. Now that we're in season 2, obviously we just started off on Mars. Oh, cancel. We got to do an import. Now, which one of these is the pickaxe? That's the question. Do we have... Was it F1? Okay, there we tools. Pickaxe. Negative 913. Oh, and why does it do that? Leave it. Okay, we're pulling that out. Actually, I should have just looked up what the mighty... I love typos. Yes, yeah, that's what we were running into is... And then in the first playthrough, I actually... Um, let me see. Mining drill. Let's do it that way. 105. Okay, so we want to get rid of the negative 6, 7, 3. Yeah, the first playthrough we actually, I actually edited. Oh, this isn't right. PEQ R0. I must have overwrote it because we made the change there. We need coal and uranium in this as well. I might re-upload this to the webs to Steam later on, and then just call it the modified. So we have the hours. So what do we want? We wanted coal and uranium back as well. Do we have... Oh. There we go. Gases, reagents, ores. Coal. And I really wish you could copy that. Can you copy? You can't copy it. It does highlight it when you click over it, but 172.479.3494. No, I honestly, I just copy it into the chat and don't send it. That way I can paste it into the game. Which thankfully it does allow you to do that. That's nice. So we want coal back. And then we want uranium back. Which is the negative 15165811844. Copy. Okay. Okay, so now that's going to give us sorts mining bell, mining belt, coal, ore, and uranium ore. Oh, what? I hate when it does. Really? It does funky things when it does. All right, mining belt again. Oh, we want mining belt, not mine. We put mining drill in there. We don't want mining drill. We want mining belt. Oh, good thing we noticed that. Otherwise, it would have been taken all of our... There we go. We want the negative. That's good. We would have screwed it up anyway. Which we would have figured out was the first time we ran it through. Because we would have been like, where's the belt at? 5305. Okay. So there was a... Oh, the game just crashed. Oh, we're saving. Okay. Yeah, and for some reason, the first save, when you load up the world, quick. All the other ones, not quick. I don't get that. Okay. So mining belt, coal ore, and uranium ore is what we get back now. And that's what we want. And we're going to go ahead and export it. And then before I forget, we're going to create new, and we're going to say mining belt. Oh, see, I hate it when it does that. For whatever reason, it loses focus on the window. Thankfully, it didn't screw that up. Let's try this again. Mining belt unloader. And we'll just put returns belt, coal ore, and uranium ore. Confirm. Okay, now we have it there, so if we need to change it, and later on I'll upload it to Steam, but I've got to find the original one so I can link to it, so somebody, I don't want to, you know, since it is a modified of somebody else's. Yeah, luckily I don't think we've ever had a, well, actually I can't say that. I think we have had a crash or two while it was a saving, but, you know, we have a, I've got it set to 15 minutes, so not really, you know, in Stationeers that's not usually, you know, that big of a loss. Now, at least this one is easy to get back up and running when it screws up, which is just basically the loader, or the unloader, I should say. It's weird, because the sorter was locked up at the end of the last. At the end of the last, now I can't access that either. You know, when we did the last save. Oh, can you actually remove the computer? I didn't actually realize that. I usually just leave them set there. We do have a computer back there. This script right here is just running to return the belts. Which, yeah, we could do it with a computer. And we already do have a computer there, but, yeah, you know, I'm trying to use the ICs a little bit. There. But usually it's not, for whatever reason, this unloader usually doesn't lock up. It's just very occasionally it does. Yeah, so we should be fine now. The main thing is you can't put belts in too fast. Oh, why are you returning, what? Why are you returning ice? And then there goes the sorter locking up again. Huh. Yeah, well, we might, because we just keep having issues. Now we're having that bug where, I bet that's the bug we were having before, where it reversed the sides on the sorter for no apparent reason. It's supposed to output to the right, but it always outputs to the left, and then every now and then when I reload it, it'll start outputting to the right. I don't know. But the problem is if we do that, Yeah, we could filter out just the mining belt coal and then we'll let everything else go through. So maybe we will just change it off of there. Because the unloader should work the same either way. It's really just that sorter. Maybe we'll do that because that is when we have, and we do already have a computer set up. So yeah, but that script changes the sides because you can change the sizes on the so belt. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, now it's not going to save. We got to do a restart. That's the only thing I don't like about the computers on that is, oops. Oh, nice. Is every now and then they do that when you go in and do the whitelist, and it airs out, and then you can't do anything with it. But that is one of the nice things about the IC script is you can tell it which side to output the filtered items. So if you want to send stuff to the left, you can. Okay. Leave session, exit, and then we're going to have to restart or reload the world. But thankfully, you know, we know that fixes it. So yes, we're running on the beta branch, which is generally pretty bug free. We don't usually have too many issues with it. The sorters I've noticed, well, most of the bugs that we have in the beta branch are the same bugs that you have in the main branch. They're just kind of like the sorters locking up, or you know, things like that, or every now and then there's something like they were working on. Yeah, they don't usually, since they do so many updates on the beta branch. Usually, if they introduce a bug, they pretty much fix it like within an hour or so. They'll do, you know, we'll get multiple beta branch updates in a day. I almost call it like a nightly build sort of thing, but it's not really nightly build because we'll get like 3 updates in a day on the beta branch, and they're not. Yeah, see, now that sort of still. There's probably something in there now. And I just want to get them not on the ground so they won't evaporate. All right. There might be, I don't know if there's anything stuck in there. So we want starter sorter. Get separator. Copper, gold, ore, gold, copper, white item, iron, silicone, starter. There we go. So, it's not gonna. Parameter name index. Oh, hang on. I know what it's doing. We can't run this. We can't run the IC and try to program it at the same time. I think we ran into that. That's what caused it last time. Because it's trying to be controlled by the IC and trying to be controlled. Yeah. Awesome. Save world. Save. Overwrite. Overwrite. All right, let's try close it down, restart again. I think that's what's going on, is the IC is trying to run. But I do know that last time we ran into this is you have to reload the world. Because otherwise it basically locks up. You can't do anything with the computer. We could try powering it off and powering it back on. No. Yeah, I think that's what we ran into last time. Is yeah, it kind of breaks everything. We couldn't even pick items up. Oh, that's pretty nice. Yeah, ours runs through, so this, we can drop anything off there. Ores get run through the furnace, and then they run through stackers. They're getting stacked to 500, and then they get dropped into the vending machine. Ices come down through, and it goes out to this dedicated smeltery over there to go into our filtration system. And then anything that's not, and then ore, uranium, and our coal, uranium, and the mining belt get returned. Anything else we drop in will run through and get recycled, and then goes to the centrifuge, and then the obviously the reclaimed materials come back to go through the furnaces, and then obviously go back through the stackers. So we should pretty much be able to. It's set up for everything but the like the biological reagents. Okay, so I'm gonna do hopefully one last load, and then we'll be all set. If it's actually gonna exit, it might actually crash now. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Yes, I think, but I think the issue with that was the IC. You can't write to a sorter that's. I think it confuses it. Yeah, sorry, Montuk. I know it's like you pretty much log in and then I restart. Well, I save. I save right before I restart. Yeah, well, I figured usually we do such big mining runs. The only thing that won't work out for is the steel, which I was thinking about stacking the iron to 300, because that way you can do three stacks of iron and then one stack of coal, or to like 300, which obviously it's an ore, so it's handled a little bit different. Okay, so hopefully now this is not going to crash. And we're just going to randomly pick a belt. Oh, look, no crash. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's trying to run. Yeah, if you're trying to run an IC at the same time, it does, which is kind of understandable. You've got two different programs trying to control the same sorter. So you would think they would just set. I'm assuming later on what they'll do is they'll just set it so one has priority. So if you're running an IC, it's going to overwrite, the computer, and not cause a massive kind of crash like that. Yeah, and it's a weird one too. Oh, the alloy sorting. We have it automated with the IC scripts. So we can, hang on. One of my tenants is sending me something. Oh, she's got an outlet that's not working. I'll have to take a look at it. Okay. So I'll do that later on. I thought I just replaced all those outlets too. Well, about a year ago. Oh. One of those is on a GFCI. I wonder if she tripped a GFCI in the living room. All right. Anyway, that's not Stationeers. So we want ore coal and then ore uranium. That's probably her going, never mind, it was a GFCI. So, did I pass ores? No, they should be farther down. There we go. So ore coal. And I do like on this we can set so it's all belts. So that way we don't have to worry if we accidentally drop our tools in there. Not that we should, but... And then we want ore uranium. There. So it'll give us those 3 back. And hopefully it should not be... Oh, look, and it's not... Nothing's locked up, so very nice. Okay, let's drop that in. There's the belt. The belt should come back. There it is. Very nice. All right. Yeah, now it's not doing the funky. So we can actually pull that one out. We don't actually need it now. Very nice. Run through. It's going to go over to the smeltery. Go through there. Get separated out. And then run into the smeltery. And then it's auto pumping. I think there's a little bit of gas loss from there though still too, because it's pushing us back. Do we need to cap off the no, we shouldn't need to cap off the intake. I don't know. I might have to look on that. I think I checked that before, unless they've changed it. The intake does not let it output gases. Which is because it's an intake. Is this the one that... Okay, that one's empty. Oop. I think that's all coal. I'm pretty sure that's coal. Yes. But we should throw that in there. Throw that in there. It'll recycle them. I don't want to do that because it's going to... That's the only thing I don't... Well, it does do a stacker, though, to 50. So it will stack the ores back up. Is the only good thing. But there, it should now... Yeah, because it didn't give us the other one back. So it's going to recycle the picks now. And very nice. So it'll run through... Oh, we got a sorter that locked up. Oh, really? Yep, one of the sorters locked up. Hopefully they will fix that. I mean, that's kind of been like a long-standing bug in the game for a while. And yes, I know. I'm going to just... you know what? I should... Hang on. I'm going to pull that out. We don't need... that in there now. And I'm just going to leave the wirings. We'll leave it set up in case we potentially add, though I can't see another anything else we would add there. But no point in having it connected into the system if it's not going to be used. And these ones are all full of... Now, we can still send down the other side. Because the other side is... it's not going to send it down to the ores. So anything we want to recycle, we can still dump in there without it locking. No, we don't stack the new ores to 50. This is just for outputting. We're actually running one mod on the world, and that's when we mine, it's always giving us 50, just so. We're not doing massive, I don't want to do like, an episode where I'm doing nothing but mining. So that's kind of, I did that in the last season as well. Because there's no really hazards, in Stationeers from mining. So it's not like we might run across, some point of interest, or we might, you know, run across some creature that's going to kill us. It's just don't get lost, don't run out of oxygen, you know, don't run out of battery. So mining runs are not, you know, it's not exciting in Stationeers. Potato. And I think, yeah, I think we have a nuclear battery in here. Yes. Do a little bit of soup maintenance here. All right. So, the sorting system is pretty much working except for the random. Well, we know this is all working except for the random stacker lockups or sorter lockups, which is, you know, the world will refix it. Or it'll fix on reloading the world. So obviously, don't drop Mr. Montuk if you're planning on doing any more mining runs. Don't drop any ores in until we do a reload of the world, because otherwise it's just going to make the problem worse. Oh, we do got a nuclear battery over there too. Okay. So, there's one thing, before I forget, that I realized that we hadn't done and kind of overlooked. And that was our pressurization systems. We never changed those from the, because we found out afterwards that the backflow preventers are supposed to be, even though he calls them backs, they're back pressure regulators. He calls them backs in the program, but they're actually supposed to be volume pumps. So we're going to change those out. I realized last night, I was like, oh yeah, we never changed those, so they're still set up wrong. So we got to do that real quick. And basically, we're gonna kind of go through and before we do the radiator system, I got a few other little things that I want to work on before, which are just kind of like small projects that, you know, we need to kind of finish off. Like I want to get the lights in on the outside of the base and stuff, so I stop constantly running into those portable lights. Because I swear they jump out in front of me. And yeah, we'll bring the 4. And like right now, they don't even need to be. Well, okay, see, I'm shutting them off and the sun's going down. Hang on one second. There. All right, so yeah, we'll get these in here, and then we'll just have to update the program to show the correct device. And if I'm missing any chats, I apologize, but the restream chat interface is still down. Actually, I can try to reload it and see. Oh, it came back up actually. Very nice. Okay, so I guess they did whatever they were doing. So it's showing us connected now. So I should actually be able to see them, because right now I'm having to watch them in the stream overlay. So if I miss anything, that would be why. So we'll get rid of that one. And now that one and that one, and we still have to get the fuel system mixed back, set back up. Okay, so we want the volume pump there. And then we're going to want there. Come on, there we go. Let's try to keep our same wiring if possible. There. And we should imagine just be able to keep the we might need to adjust them. I don't know if 100 is going to be too fast for that. Depends on how fast the program updates, I guess. Okay, there we go. And I think that's kind of a safety thing to keep it from over-pressurizing if you're going from a smart canister to a regular canister. I think that's the whole reason he put that in there. But obviously, I don't want to use back pressure. I hate using the back pressure, the regulators. They're just way too slow. What? Okay. Wait, why am I... Oh, okay. Yeah, all of a sudden I'm getting all these text messages. Yeah, I know. Pressure regulators are just way too slow. I mean, I can't stand them. I just, you know... And if you're going to automate it, just use a volume pump, you know? It doesn't... It's... I mean, there's a few cases where pump, analyzer... Okay, I'm assuming this, I believe this one was the back pressure regulator. And we're going to turn it off because last time we blew stuff up. And we got an autosave. Yeah, last time we... this is where we explode stuff because I forget to turn off the circuit and then the pump's running. But it's the back pressure regulator. So it shouldn't be, it shouldn't kick on. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't, it's the back pressure regulator, so it shouldn't be kicking on anyway. Oh, you know what? I didn't name them. So this is O2 back. And then we're going to name this is fuel back. And then this is nitrogen back. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do for the rooms this time. We were just using active vents last time. I might try. I was getting some suggestions to. We're going to find out where those are. I was getting some suggestions to do just do it through passive.
Text message.
Come on, people. Okay, anyway. Non-working outlet issue straightened out. She's like, oh, yeah, I don't know why I didn't even think to push the reset. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we might try some... Oh, my...
Text message.
Will people stop blowing up my phone? All right. Why is it not? Oh, two back. Thank you. All right, that should be good. Now we went in two back. Let's not leave the circuit on. I am so bad about that. I think I've caused more explosions that way than doing anything else. Being like, oh yeah, we can just cycle through this. And then realizing I like shut the analyzer off or something so the volume pump just stays running. All right, and we'll get the... I may have... Thank you. All right, so those should be all set now. Yeah, I haven't decided when we're doing that. We do cool and heat the tanks. So, which are obviously, the only one that's actually active right now is this one, which is at 16 degrees. It's supposed to be hitting at 30. That's why we're going to be working on our radiator system. I did do wall heaters and coolers last time. And we might go that route. I'm not sure. I haven't decided on that. Oh, I don't know why we had so many steel plates over there. Now, where... Mr. Montouk, did you run off with the floor grates I had out here? Or did I stick them in another spot and not realize it? Oh, yeah. I think we ran into that. I was doing something like that. And yeah, it was like borderline pressurized. Or borderline, you know, to the max. And it, you know, you remove like one pipe section and then, you know, it basically puts it up too high. Yeah, I've had that happen a couple of times. Oh, actually, I should not cover those up yet because we got to do the ACs. Okay, now we can go ahead and close in those. So this one we just had to pull the oxygen back over. So we can actually do that real quick while we're here. We might as well. We're working on the system anyway. And what we're going to do is... I don't think... Yeah, I didn't think it would let me run there. So we're going to just run up and over and down. Yeah, because this... Oh, that's what we needed to do. Yeah, we're going to have to set something up for that. Oh, actually, we have the pressure one, so that'll work. Maybe. I think we can maybe set the mixer in for that. This used to be pre-mixed for the furnace, and now it's not because we're coming... The furnace is on its separate automation now. Yeah, I think we had a couple of explosions on the old greenhouse. Now I just use the automated ones. It's you know, skip over the other stuff. It's just so much faster, easier, and then we don't even have to worry about it. I don't know if that's the way we're gonna. I don't think that's how we're gonna want to have that. Let's leave some pipes. Do we have a gas mixer on us? Or right here? No. All right, we'll go grab one. Yeah, I realized I was sitting there and I was like, oh, we got a few little systems we need to kind of finish off before we move on to the next big thing, which is going to be the AC system and tanks and whatnot. So, can we... Oh, perfect. No, that's all oxygen. That will not work. Oh, we don't even have a... Oh. Yeah, we've got to run a hydrogen line over here. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid... All right, so what we're going to do... Yeah, I was looking at that from the wrong way on this. We want that... no, we don't want that like that. We do want this to tie in. This is just bringing the oxygen over. So we just need a T connection right here. And then a corner. Okay, there we go. And then this is our oxygen nitrogen mix for the base, which we've left pre-set up. Yeah, this is just bringing oxygen over for the fuel canister. And we need, and we're probably going to put it, actually right there would work. And we're going to move this. This needs to be drained. I think there's still some in there. Yeah, that can actually be tied in. That needs to be dumped into the waste system. Okay. Now, there we go. So, and we can set our... Oops. Oh, no, we had it right. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, that's why. I'm like half and half. No, it's half and half. Okay. And which... Input 2 is the fuel. Input 2 is the fuel. Okay, yep. So we can go ahead. We're not going to power it on yet because we don't have the other line hooked up. Hydrogen line is coming through. I used to pre-mix it. Like I'd have one mixer, and then what it would do is there was an analyzer with a volume pump, and it would just pre-pressurize that line to like, 3 MPa. Or like 2 MPa. I think we had somewhere like right around there. And then that way we could just send out fuel to wherever we needed it. We weren't running double pipes. I don't know. It's the same. If your base is pressurized, there's not really any difference between. If you have a hydrogen line and it breaks, it's still going to cause an explosion. But this one now, where this is automated, this is running a mix. This is automated, so this is where we're going to have our and if this is returning. I kind of wish that was a little bit bigger because that's not giving us much. I don't think we're not going to pull out enough to matter because it just won't run the volume pump if it needs to pressurize. Oh, we do got... Yeah, I kind of wish that was a little bit... I think we'll be fine. Famous last words right there. So, one... I think that's our that's our hydrogen right there. That should be oxygen, which... everybody's like, why didn't you label your pipes? I'm like, I should have. But I always do it later. Yes, so there's our oxygen. Yeah. Well, unless the pipe overpressurizes and then it explodes. Oops, that's actually the one we want. Oh, actually, that's hydrogen right there. Oh yeah, I didn't need to open that up. It's all right. We've got plenty. We have to weld back anyway. And why are these filters off? Yeah, that filter should be on. That filter's on. That filter's on. Okay, yeah, it was only that one for some strange reason. Okay, that one we need opened up. And then what we're going to do is, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to go grab another stack of pipes. And we can just run it right around. Yeah, until you open it up to access the pipe. I've had that happen before. I think there was we had one that was a pipe had burst in the wall, and then I opened it up, and it literally threw me to the other side of the base. Which was not ideal. That's kind of interesting. I never thought about using them that way. But yes, we actually discovered that because we were... Oh, that's annoying. I've now blocked myself off from there. Six should be enough. There's famous last words right there too. Okay, let's do that straight section first. Let me get that in there. And there. And then we just need a T. You know, which is, I don't know why they don't call it a 4. I wish they, I'm surprised they still haven't done that. They haven't got the naming standardized between the heavy cables, the light cable. I think the heavy cables and light cables they did, but they didn't do it between the wiring, or the between the wiring versus the piping, because it's, you know, a junction in the wiring is 3 and a junction in the piping is 4. Did I? There we go. Okay, so that should give us our hydrogen now. And we should be good to go on that. Jace, quiet. $81. Very nice. Okay. So now we should be able to button that all up, except we still need to run a wire there. But we'll empty this out and test it anyway. Oh, did we... Fuel pump. Oh, we're going to have to do something with that, though. We can tie it into that analyzer and do the pre-pressure. And I think we can use the script. Fuel pump, fuel analyzer, fuel back pressure. Okay. Yeah, and then what we'll do is we'll put another IC on the wall. We'll tie into this. We're not going to want it like that. We really need to have an analyzer on this section. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move this pipe down, so we can have another straight section. Otherwise it's going to pre-pressurize too high because it doesn't know this volume pump's in between it. I wonder if we can just change this. Well, no, if we had just a dedicated extension, then we wouldn't have the mixer here. This would work because this would be a pre-mixed, you know, all the way down through here. And then all you need is a volume pump and the analyzer. But now we're going to have another analyzer because this is a different pressure system. Okay, I'm thinking, tank storage, I'm wondering if we can change that, because it's just turning the pump on and off. That's all it's doing. So I think what we can do is we can lie to it, basically, and tell it that that is the volume pump instead of using the volume pump. What could go wrong? Oh, fresh coffee. That does sound good. All right, so we're going to pull this out. Yeah, because all it's doing is turning it on. Actually, we won't pull all the wiring and stuff out until we're sure that it's going to work. But I don't see why it wouldn't. Oh, and we have a stack of 6. And oh no, we didn't. Oh, we already grabbed the stack of 3 is what's left from the stack of 6. All right. So we should be able to do that, and then we should be able to just change this circuit and tell it to, instead of being a volume pump, it's going to be, we're going to call this fuel mix. Confirm. And I think we should be good to go. Which, if we really wanted to, we could go into the program and say fuel mixer. Or gas mixer instead of volume pump. And I wasn't actually fuel mixer. There we go. This thing's gonna blow up. Okay, no, we're at 4. Okay. So if we go, oh, I don't think we can actually read. Oh, actually, we can read it off the analyzer. So 4, 6. So we will turn the circuit on. That should kick that on. That should not go any higher than 8. That's what the analyzer is doing. But yeah, it's just, I mean, all the IC is telling it to turn it on and off. So it should not, you know, it shouldn't matter if it's a fuel mixer or not. There we go. It shut off. It aims for 8. It gets, you know, slightly around there, but it's within a safe zone. I could turn down the volume, the pump. Well, I can't on this one. These ones I could turn down the volume pumps, and oh, it's at 70. I think I did, so it gets a little bit closer. But yeah, there, that'll work. So all we need to do then, and that saves us a device as well. We just need to put a corner there. Beautiful. And then, yeah, we're good. So nice. So there's our fuel tanks, our oxygen tanks, which is at 8. Yeah, 8. So these get a little bit closer. That's why it's set down to 70. But that's fine. I mean, for a welder. The tanks seem to last a lot longer than they did before, too. Because I don't think... Now, of course, we've died a few times. But I have yet to need to change out my jetpack. I did run out of oxygen and stuff one time, though. Our waste system. Okay, so we've got... We haven't set up a purge system, which we do need to set up. That's on our things to do. Yeah, before we get too much farther on Oh, I forgot. The recycler's not out there anymore. And just to get rid of the annoying warning. Thank you. All right. Yep. And then it should go popping through over there if it has not already. Yeah, nitrogen is, and I think most of ours is currently tied up waiting for, yeah, we've got to set a purge system on that so we can get that back out of there. And I really wish I'd space those out farther apart. Yeah, we've got 9% in here, which we're down to 47 degrees. 47.9, so that's good, because as soon as it hits 30, actually, do we even have that set up? Yeah, that should be this digital valve, or this circuit right here. Yes, because we changed that out yesterday. So once it hits 30, it'll open that valve and let it go into the filtration system. That way we're not dumping insanely hot or insanely cold gases into there. Okay. Now, where are we at? Now, dogs are going nuts. I have no idea why. All right. Let's get that welded all back up. And I think we're just going to back our way out. It'll be the easiest way to ensure that we do not lock ourselves in somewhere. I'll have to do that one from the other side. Oh, and yeah, we're going to... Oh! Awesome. We get a... Well, I think we might be able to grab that from the other one.
Text message.
Okay. And I'm surprised I still have not managed to burn through a wire in this season yet. I don't know how, but okay. We'll get that one. And can I? Yes. Okay, there we go. And that one was missed. And I don't think we have any other ones that were missed on the outside. No. Oh, Mr. Montuk, are you running heavy wire for the ACs? Is that what you're doing? It looks like he is. Very nice. Okay. Yes. Oh, did you? Oh, I prepped that. Okay, sorry. I just saw the fresh coffee one. I didn't read the one above it. That's me being highly observant there. Okay. So do they all have... How far did you get? You connected. So there, there, there. Good, because that's actually... That was on our things, a list of things to do. So power, so we'll just have to run the data. Yeah. Okay, so he's got all those in. And now I'm just going to decide if... Are we going to run... We might as well just run the circuit on the heavy line too, I guess. One little piece of floating dirt. So he comes down on this side. Oh, you ran down over, okay. Yeah, I guess we could tie it in off of that side. Honestly, it will probably... yeah, because otherwise it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to pull back. Yeah, that'll work. We'll just tie it in like that. So that can go ahead and be powered up. Oops, not a three-way corner. Okay. And then question is do we want to run... yeah, I think we're just going to tie the heavy cable right in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, we definitely run heavy cable on the ACs. And then we'll just, since this is really going to be the only thing on this, we might as well. Though we are going to have, there is going to be one other AC down at the end of that line. They can, but we're not, haven't really needed to so far because we're doing kind of dedicated circuits for most things. I think the last base, yeah, with the setup that we had, we needed to add, we had transformers in, but I don't think in this case we're going to need to because we're not going to get high enough. You know, if you have 7K per AC, we only have 6 ACs on that line, so that's 42. So we wouldn't hit the max on the heavy cable anyway. So if and just like the arc furnaces, we wouldn't hit the max on it, so we don't have a heavy transformer in. Because literally the only thing that's going to be on this line is the ACs and one IC. And we got an autosave. Okay. Hey, autosave's done. All right, so we're all set on that side. And then we just need to do the same thing on this side. Come on. Heavy cable. Are we going to be able to get that? I think we will be able to get that through there. You know what? We should move that chute over by the... it'll be farther away, but we can move it over by the... where you put the storage over there. Okay. Now, yeah, this... no, we'll have to switch that over. Oh. I did not need to break that one. That's the AC. You know... Nah, we'll leave the ACs on their own. That's fine. And did I do the same thing on... Yeah, no, we're fine there. Okay. Yeah, somebody was suggesting I do it that way. Not that, you know, resources are, you know, we can always go mine more if we need to, but haven't really had a need to on this so far. I mean, I did think about it. think we will end up using... Oh, shoot. Wrong one. It's alright. We gotta disconnect all that anyway. And that needs to be rerouted. Yeah, then this is the one we're pulling. Because that's the current circuit, but it needs... We need to move it. Okay, this... We're still going to have to... Let's do this. Oh, actually... Yeah, just combine those. Grab the ACs. And here we go. Alright. And then we're going to put this down somewhere where the wire is readily... I guess it's pretty much anywhere would really work. We might put it here just so it's easy to get to later on. Or even here would work. Yeah, we could just do something like that over there. Yeah, that's why I started off separating them out down below, and then we just try to add on as we need to. We did get for a little bit there, we were kind of just throwing stuff on, which I was like, it's not what we need to do. But now we're to the point where, there we go. We're going to want that like that. Yeah, I'm hoping to avoid the wiring messes that we had like in the last season. Okay, that'll be good. All our filters are on the same circuit, and I've got a script I want to try out for... I did think about doing that. And I decided not to, just because we do have one shared base wall through the whole entire base, and we're gonna run. We can run that back wall right there, which runs through the whole entire base, so we can pull stuff up that way. And then we have the whole basement level, which is, so we can run pipes, and if we need to get from one end of the base to the other. So I'm hoping that should work out pretty good. Oh, I guess Zane wants to pop on. It's the same. It's MCYD. And we need not a three-way corner. Okay. And then we need one there. Oh. And one there. All right, so that should be all the ACs wired in for data and power. And now we just gotta move that. Actually, we're gonna want heavy wire, and we're gonna need that. And yeah, my drill doesn't need to be up there. So we're gonna, whoa. Okay, this one, we're gonna do that. And that. Oh, come on. Stop jumping around. And corner. Yeah, that's what we want. If it wants to get on the... Thank you. Okay. We're doing our automated ACs right now. We're finally getting that up and running. We got one yesterday, but now this is getting the rest of them. And did I go through and I don't think I labeled them all, did I? No. So into AC. This is our H2O AC. And this one should already be labeled. Yes. Hydro AC and O2. And I want to kind of O2. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, let's get a little standardized in our naming. I don't want that to be. And then our carbon. Yes. Same thing it always is. Okay. Cancel. And then into. All right. So, we should screwdriver. Power you on for a minute. I don't know if you put AC 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Hopefully we can go backwards. Oh, no. You know what? And I'm going to... We're gonna label them. Not that it really matters. We're gonna label them in the order of where. So into H2O. This is oxygen. What's that? What's just a glitch? Oh. Yeah, because sometimes I only do what's exposed. Oh, that's funky. O2. What do we have next to the O2? Oh, the hydrogen. H2AC. And then this is going to be the O2. And this will auto start. No, this is CO. This is carbon. Yeah. That's the bad thing about not having a transformer on there, is now you see every single... Come on, I'm just looking for the last one. Watch, I'll go and find out we have a break in the line. Transformer. Why am I... Is there a break? Why are we not seeing it? And for one, I want it to be CO. C. And really, that should be... No, no break. Okay, we should be able to see it. You can see all the other ones. Stationary battery. O2 AC. Transformer. All the transformers. H2 transfer filtration. Ah, there we go. Thank you. All right, there it goes. Kicked them all on. So 20 degrees, 20 degrees, 20 degrees, 20 degrees, and then we're set to 30 degrees. Okay, very nice. Yes, so they will have to run, obviously, quite a while. I should let it dump in the other stuff. Yeah. Well, that one's coming up fast. Well, it's only 15 kPa, that's why. Yeah, so that one will get up to temperature quick. Obviously, the ones that are MPAs are going to take quite a bit longer. 16.7. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the transformers, not all the transformers are hooked up. I made a batch of them. Now what we're gonna have to watch is this though, because that's gonna be a lot bigger power drain on the system. Though we do have the backup coal generator, which at some point I want to switch it to a backup gas generator, and then maybe leave a tertiary backup. Yes, so we can now. We should be able to close that all up. Yes, that is, which is why it hasn't been a priority, because it's not all closed off yet. A lot of it is now. We've done all the walls. I think we've still got some of the floors open. Yeah, that floor is... Why does that look like that's double layer? What? What is going on there? Did I make that double? What? Oh, that's the... Never mind. Yeah, that's the walls, because the walls are inset. And then obviously that's flooring tiles. Yeah, it's fine. The power's down. We're going to be... The sun's down. We're going to be losing power. Wait until it comes back up. But we have 40 minutes. That's our countdown timer. We have 35 minutes of power right now at the remaining, at the current draw. So, and that's before the AC kicks in. But yeah, that's why our CO, our carbon dioxide, is in an enclosed tank, because we're warming it up to 30 degrees. And if we keep the base at 20 degrees, then it's going to, we're going to need to keep it. And then we should see, what is our waste system doing? What temperature is our radiator at? Probably cold. Negative 22. Yeah. And we've also got to purge it too. We get a little bit of, but not enough to really affect the performance. Yeah. It's upside down. Mr. Montuk. OZH. I don't think he's paying attention. Yeah. Watch him. He'll put them on all upside down. Yes. Yeah, there's a tank sitting outside that has our pollutants in it. So, yeah, that tank right there is the pollutants, which is currently slightly contaminated. And we got to figure out what we're going to do that. I'm probably going to enclose that, and we'll do a temperature control. I don't know if we're going to do it on the tank. Well, we'll enclose the tank as well, but we're I don't know if I'm going to do a temperature control at the tank or try to do it through the radiator system. I haven't quite decided that one yet. Last time we put radiators with, we put a room underneath the tank with cooling and heating in it, which worked out decently well. I'm not sure if I want to go that route this time or not. And then that is our intake. So that's a basically holding reservoir, and which we do need Mr. Montauk, you missed that tank. We don't have a pressure and or temperature readout on the waste tank. So, or not the waste tank. I call it the waste tank, but that's the first drop-off collection reservoir before it goes to the filtration system. But that gets brought up to 30 degrees, and then it dumps it into the system, and then that way the CO2, because it's always harder to heat than it is to cool for the most part. Oh, he's hooking the lights in. So yes, O2, H2. Oh, he got it. And yes, very fine. Yeah, and then we're going to put a small tank with the nitrous oxide there because we are getting trace amounts of that. So, where are we at for time now? Okay, we're hitting an hour and a half now. I think our sorting system is currently, I got to go check and see if it's jammed up still or not. If it is, I've got to reload before we do. Yes, it is. So, as you can see now, it's backed up to 2 sorters. Oh, because, yeah, they dropped the bag in. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to call it good for this episode. I'm going to come back. We'll do another episode after. And we're going to go ahead and save in a new slot. We'll come back and do another episode in about 10 minutes or so. And like 10, 15. I need to eat something real quick and top off the coffee. And then we're going to be, it's going to be more on the filtration AC. Oh, what did you do? Wreckage. You're breaking stuff. Anyway, yes. So I'm going to have to reload the world. Yeah, well, it depends on when they implement it. That's the thing. Is, you know, we might as well go ahead and collect it. For now. And, you know. Yeah, I'm assuming when he opened it. Which, it should only be... Mr. Montauk, you're not looking too good there. You might need a suit. I'm not positive. Yeah. Obviously a little bit. But. Alright. So yeah. We'll call it good. We'll come back about 15 minutes. And continue on. We've got to do... I've got a script that will... It's only you. Then we do get the game lag spikes, which is annoying. So the sun's coming. Are we charging or losing? We are charging now. Okay. So we'll see. As long as we get high enough during the day, we'll be fine. We were charging up to 100% before the ACs were running. So we'll see if we're still charging up or not. Yeah, very nice. The tanks are coming up. And then obviously once the tanks come up, you know, that's going to flicker on and off. But yeah, we do need to get this section at least closed in, and then it'll help retain some of the heat. But hopefully we should be pressurizing the base here kind of soon. But yeah, I do got a script that should run the filters, and what it'll do is it'll shut them off, and we might see if we can adapt that to do the ACs as well. Because we did used to have the ACs, not only were they auto started, they would shut off if it was not the set temp, you know, if it wasn't the if it was at the set temperature, it would shut off, and it left a little bit of a swing temp. I'm not sure how many we have out there now. We probably have like 14 or so. We'll go count real quick and then we'll end the stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably close to 20. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So, yes, that is on the script I found. It has a it's a filter diode warning, and then it has a combined with that is it will turn the filters on and off. Why are you adding another? What is the? Yeah, and then it'll turn the filters on and off based on if there's no O2 in the line or it's below a certain threshold, it'll shut off the O2 filter. But if there's hydrogen, it'll turn on the hydrogen filter. So it'll save us some power on that, and then it'll save us obviously on the life of the filters because they won't be running when they don't need to be running. Possibly, I'm not sure. I'll have to look up. We'll see that when we load it up. If this is like, there's only 2 on the workshop, so chances are if it's on the workshop, it probably is his. And then there's another one on the workshop that just does the filter diode warning. That's it. So didn't seem, the other one gives you, 2 functions. So, which is what I'm primarily looking for is the on and off. But yes, I do want that. And then the thought is we're going to have, well, maybe we'll stick it. No, I don't think we're going to stick it here. This section should have all the readouts. So we can have, maybe we'll do it up here. So we can have the filter readouts, basically. And we might, I don't know if I want to throw the tank pressures in there as well. Maybe the temperatures, I don't know. We got them right here, so we might as well just leave them there. But definitely with the filter in there, because then, the idea being is we don't really need to even come in this room unless we're swapping out a tank. Though maybe we will mount them up here or something to get the filter warning. I don't know. Maybe we'll stick them there because it's kind of, everything's right there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But, all right. Well, we're going to call it good on this episode. I don't know why he's setting up another computer over there. But, anyway. So, we'll call it good for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and save the world again because we've gone on tank filling percentage. Yeah, I don't really know. Well, technically, the large tanks, if they haven't changed it, there's no max on those. It's just as long as we don't hit 50 MPa and blow a line, which I don't think we ever came close to before doing on the last world. I mean, that would be a lot. Just because even though in the large tanks they have a large volume, so that gives you a lot of buffer before you even start bringing up the pressure. But anyway, we'll call this episode good. About 15 minutes, I'll be back with the next episode, and it's gonna be more filtration, things like that. If we get the O2 in, or even a rudimentary, I guess I shouldn't say O2, air, heating and cooling, then we can get the base closed up. But I'm not sure if we're exactly ready to do that yet. We might be all right. The plan is to try to not run anything on the outside walls, so we shouldn't have to depressurize the base. But we'll see how that works out. All right. Well, I'll see you guys in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it.